Are you serious? Are you serious? You're looking at the aircraft carrier, the USS Theodore Roosevelt, and the United States aircraft carrier was dispatched to the waters off Yemen yesterday to join other American ships prepared to block any Iranian weapon shipments to the Shiite Muslim Houthi rebels who are fighting in Yemen, who have toppled the Yemen government and are now fighting the Saudi Arabians. A Navy official confirmed to Fox News that the USS Theodore Roosevelt, along with her escort ship, the USS Normandy, a guided missile cruiser, left the Persian Gulf on Sunday en route for the Arabian Sea. I want to thank Caesar of Florida for this report. They're going to enforce a blockade, a massive ship that carries 18 fighter jets. The Roosevelt, and you can see them there. Wow, what a powerful ship this is. The Roosevelt is seen more of a deterrent and show of force in the region. The U.S. Navy has been beefing up its presence to the Gulf of Aden and the southern Arabian Sea amid reports that a convoy of about 8 Iranian ships are headed toward Yemen and possibly carrying arms for the radical Islamic militant Houthi rebels. Now, the deployment comes after a UN Security Council resolution approved last week imposing an arms embargo on the rebel leaders of the Houthis. This resolution passed 14-0, folks. So Iran, how can you trust Iran to do a nuclear agreement when they're breaking a UN resolution of supporting the Houthis that was passed just last week? Are you serious? By a vote of 14-0. Who was the one vote missing? Because there's 15 members of the UN Security Council. Well, the one missing vote was Russia. Vladimir Putin and Russia did not vote yes. They did not vote no. They just abstained. So tensions are rising in the region, even as the United States and 5 other world powers scramble to strike a final deal with Iran on its nuclear program by the end of June. That's insane. That's a farce. No wonder Benjamin Netanyahu says, are you people blind? And oh, by the way, I have to bring this up. Why is Obama hell-bent on making this deal happen with the Iranians when obviously the largest supporter of terrorism in the world is Iran? And oh, by the way, Russia. What hypocrisy you also have. You won't vote no to prevent Iran from supporting the Houthis, yet you are at the table to try to stop Iran from having nuclear capabilities, or are you there to help Iran get them? And is Obama there to help them get them? I mean, who's doing what? I mean, it's obvious right now that a reason that Russia would support Iran is because they are big allies. And so if Iran wants to support the Houthis, Putin sits quietly by. I mean, it's amazing to me. But let me go on. This shows you what an ugly, twisted charade. This is a world charade. This is the rise of the New World Order. Now, tensions are rising in the region, even as the United States and 5 other world powers talk about this nuke deal for the end of June. The fighting in Yemen, where U.S. ally Saudi Arabia is leading a coalition of mainly Gulf Arab countries against the Iranian-backed rebels, is complicating the matter. Now, Western governments and Sunni Arab countries say that the radical Islamic Muslim Houthis get their arms from Iran. And Iran and the rebels deny that, of course, even though Iran has 8 ships headed that way with the arms. The U.S. has been providing logistical and intelligence support to the Saudi-led coalition, launching airstrikes against the Houthis. That air campaign is now in its 4th week. The U.S. has, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. Houthis are still in power. Just like the air campaign for months against ISIS doesn't seem to be doing much. They're still beheading Christians. They're still slaughtering Christians. They're reveling in the blood of the innocent all over Iraq and Syria. And now they're expanding into Libya and Afghanistan and Pakistan. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest, without commenting specifically on any Navy movement, said the U.S. has concerns about Iran's continued support for the Houthis. I have concerns about the hypocrisy of the whole bunch, both American foreign policy and Russian foreign policy. I have concerns about the entire situation. I see the beast rising right out of the sea. Revelation 13:1, and it's got 7 ugly heads with 10 horns. And all those horns have a crown, and they all say blasphemy. Are you saved? We're on the brink of the beast.